A group of friends. Kathy, Denise, Lauren, Andre, Harrison, and David are best friends. They all live in San Francisco. They live in different places and have different jobs, but at the end of their work day, they would meet up in the same cafe. They also had different personalities, but somehow they make it work. Kathy is a struggling writer. She is working on a fantasy novel, and trying to get it published. Denise is a medical student at the University of California, San Francisco. Lauren is a TV screenwriter. Andre is also a medical student at the University of California, San Francisco. Harrison is an investment banker. David is a graphic designer. How did they all meet? Kathy and Denise were friends in college. They moved to San Francisco together. They bumped into Lauren at a wine tasting event. The three of them became friends. Denise met Andre at medical school. Denise invited Andre to hang out with Kathy and Lauren at the museum. Lauren's cousin is Harrison. Harrison wanted a website for the company he worked at and hired David to design it. Lauren invited Harrison and David to come to the museum, too. When the six of them met up, they instantly became friends. Sometimes their different personalities caused fights. Kathy was shy and traditional. Denise was outspoken. Lauren was kind but also naive. Andre was funny. Harrison was smart but also greedy. David was bossy but also caring. Even though they were different, they all cared about each other. The rainy days. The sky had been gloomy all week. The clouds looked stormy and gray. It suggested a forecast of rain and thunder. The next day it began to rain. It did not just sprinkle, it poured. It was raining extremely hard. Most people stayed indoors to avoid the rain. Those who were outside wore heavy raincoats and carried umbrellas. Outside there were rivers that flowed through the streets. When cars drove by, the water splashed on pedestrians. For those that enjoyed rain, it was nice to finally see the rain. Some children loved to jump in puddles and show off their new rain boots to their friends. However, many did not enjoy the rain. It was difficult for people to go out when it was raining. It was inconvenient for those who had to go to work or school. Driving was also harder in the rain. No one was at the park or at the beach. If they did go out, they would get soaked in the rain. The only thing people could do was stay indoors, whether it is the mall or a museum. Some took this opportunity to stay in at home and watch a movie. Others cooked meals or curled up with a good book. The next day, the rain stopped. The sky cleared up. A beautiful rainbow appeared. The sky was blue, and people started to come out. There were no more umbrellas and raincoats. It was not warm yet, and people still needed sweaters, but most were happy to stay dry. Don't need a man. Karen was 29 years old. She lived alone. She had a few friends, but didn't feel the need to hang out with them too much. She had a few boyfriends, but no one was worth staying with. She was a nurse at a hospital. She loved her job because she liked taking care of people. Karen's parents visited her one day out of the blue. She started to get worried. Why did they drive all the way here? It was a 6-hour drive. Karen's parents always worried about her. She and her parents sat in the living room. "So why are you guys here?" Karen asked. "Well, we were talking about you and your future. You're 29, but you're not married yet." "All your cousins are already married," her mom said. Karen groaned. This wasn't the first time they mentioned it. Every time Karen went to a cousin's wedding, her parents would mention something about Karen being unmarried. Karen was annoyed that her parents wanted her to get married. She was fine being alone. She could support herself. "Why don't you try dating my friend's son? He's 35, smart, and kind," her dad said. "I don't like being set up," Karen said. "He might be really great," her dad said. "I don't need a man. I'll get married when the time is right," Karen said. "Aren't you lonely?" her mom asked. "No, I'm happy with my job and the life I live," she said. Karen's parents weren't happy with her answer, but they accepted that they couldn't change her mind. A waste of water. Most people shower once every day. Joyce thinks this is a waste of water. She showers every other day. Joyce does not mind if people know that she does not shower daily. She tells people that showering every day is a waste of water. There are so many countries that do not have clean water readily available. There is also a drought in California. Joyce believes that people should only shower if they really have to. For example, if someone just finished going to the gym, they should shower. Joyce's entire family only showers once every other day. One day, Joyce invited her classmates to her house to work on their project. The project was on water usage. Joyce revealed that she and her entire family do not shower daily. Her classmates looked at her in disgust and then pinched their noses. "You guys don't even smell anything." "If I did not tell you, you would not be doing that," Joyce said. They all made excuses to leave her house. Joyce was disappointed in them. She thought they were being immature. She decided to do the project by herself. Joyce presented her project in front of the entire class. It was on showering daily and how scientists have proved that it was not necessary. The teacher was impressed and gave Joyce an A+. Her classmates ended up doing not so well. They also got in trouble for leaving Joyce to do the project by herself alone. Different morning routines. People have different routines every morning. There is something we all do before we start each of our days. Linda and Tom are twins, but they do different things every morning. Tom starts his day by turning on his playlist. He plays music to get him excited for the day and to wake him up. He likes to listen to upbeat pop songs that inspire him to begin the day with a good start. He then goes to the bathroom, brushes his teeth, and washes his face. He has his clothes lay out on the chair the night before. After he has combed his hair, he then eats cereal for breakfast. He packs his stuff into his backpack. He makes sure he does not forget anything, especially his phone and wallet. He makes sure that he has all his homework also. Linda starts her morning every day without music. Instead, she sets multiple alarms because it's hard for her to get up. She will then go to the restroom, similar to Tom. She puts her contacts in since she does not wear glasses. After that, she eats breakfast. Linda likes to eat waffles for breakfast. She makes these with a waffle maker. She usually just eats them plain, but sometimes she adds strawberries. She then packs her lunch for school since she does not like the school lunch. She usually makes a sandwich. Sometimes she even makes one for Tom. She changes her clothes last.